social media contributor at CoreDAO, and we also have here another marketing contributor, Diogo. Core has recently integrated with SafePal, and Cortoshis can now store, send, and receive Core through the SafePal mobile app or hardware wallet. Today, we are also talking with SafePal's CEO, Veronica Wong, and Dada from SafePal's BT team. Hi, Veronica. So, could you introduce yourself and your project?
Hi, it's great to be here. Thank you for having us. Hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in for this section today. This is Veronica, CEO and co-founder of SafePal. So what we built at SafePal is a comprehensive wallet suite, including hardware wallet, mobile wallet, and browser extension to enable users to easily and safely manage and store their decentralized assets such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. So to this moment, we are serving more than 10 million users global-wide, supporting more than 100 blockchains, both EVM and non-EVM chains, and also offer a diversified options of assets management features inside the wallet, such as cross-chain swap, trading, and bridging, etc. So it's great to be here to share more about what we've been doing, and thank you so much for having us here today.
Yeah, thank you for the intro, Veronica. So, could you explain the difference to our community between different types of wallets? And yeah,
Yeah, so typically nowadays, if we put them into a very broad terms, there are mainly two types of wallets. First type would be hardware wallet, and the second would be software wallet. So from the name, you can actually tell the hardware wallet actually, it really depends on where the seed phrase of your crypto assets is stored. So for hardware wallets, the seed phrase typically stored in an offline isolated hardware. Sometimes some people might use a hard drive. Sometimes people use like SafePal hardware wallet or Ledger, Trezor, this kind of hardware wallet. Sometimes they use, for example, an isolated offline plug of computer or laptop like that. So these, we typically call it like a type of hardware wallet. That is to use the medium of hardware devices to store their private keys so that it's isolated from the cyber attacks because it is never accessible to the network. The second type is the opposite of it. It's called a software wallet. So nowadays, if you talk about like a Trust Wallet, MetaMask, these are all software, certain types of software wallets. So it means that the private keys or the C phrase is stored in a software environment. For example, if you use Trust Wallet, it's a mobile app, and then a seed phrase is stored within the app or in your local device, and which is internet accessible. So typically, people now have a split between the usage for the two types of them because they both have pros and cons. For example, hardware wallet is more typically considered more secure option for people to store, especially for large amount of assets holding. While software wallet is quite convenient and easy to go if you have a daily transaction to manage or you have a smaller amount of transaction that you need to go through on a daily basis. So what we do at SafePal is that we combine with both. So we provide both hardware wallets and software wallets, so people get to choose which type of wallet they would like to use on a daily basis.
okay, thank you for this answer, Veronica. I just wanted to mention that everyone who's watching it, please post your questions in the comment section so we can answer them at the end. And Diogo, can you take over, please?
Sure. Hello, everyone. Very interesting partnership, Veronica. How do you plan to support Core, like in your wallet, and why should our Core Toshis use it?
There are so many aspects that we are going to support, and the conversation is actually ongoing. Usually, our collaborations and connection with layer one, layer two, and blockchains, and especially coming next with the core community, could go very deep. Usually, the first step would be always to support the ecosystem, so that the core can store their core assets in the SafePal wallet safely and easily. because we offer diversified types of wallets so that people can store and manage. So people can choose to store core assets in the hardware wallet, or they can store it in a software wallet. But both, all types of wallet connected to each other, so that it's very convenient to use. And it supports creating multiple wallet accounts for them to store the core assets for different purposes. So this is a very fundamental and the first step, as always, that we support the core ecosystem. That is to support the core assets, the mainnet assets, and also all of the other assets issued on the core network. The second step would be to support the decentralized applications built on the core network. So that is the next step. That is to allow users to explore the unlimited possibilities in the core ecosystem to engage and interact with the core applications. Meanwhile, since I just mentioned that SafePal actually provide a lot of value add features inside the wallet, such as fiat on and off ramps, cross-chain swap, like enabling people to move money, move crypto across different chains, or a bridging service, like bridging the same token across different layer ones and layer twos, etc. So we look forward to enable core assets into all of these features so that users do not just store their core assets in the wallet, but also they have a way to invest into core ecosystem. They can have way to swap into core assets, or even buy the core assets using fiat debit card and credit card, etc., via on and off ramp channels. So we would like to further embed the core assets into these feature and functions so that the Kotoshis can use it very conveniently whenever they want to hold a certain amount of core assets or engage with the core ecosystem, but using the applications on top and etc. So these are some of the stages of collaborations that we look forward to coming next. But the first step, as always, is to support the core ecosystem by supporting the mainnet, supporting the dApps and all those, so that at least users can have as the first step to use or protect their core assets in the SafePal wallet. And then moving on next, there will be more possibilities of embedding the core assets into the features in the SafePal wallet. And also in the third stage would be for the both party to collaborate in user education and user onboarding, because we both know that decentralization is a very fundamental asset or concept for blockchain ecosystems. Same for Core and same for SafePal. So I think it could be quite meaningful if both parts can join together to educate users and guide users through the process. For example, or how, as a freshly joined Core Toshis, how can I store my core in my wallet? Is there any live stream tutorial content, blog posts, articles that we can process or access in order to learn through that process? So I think it will be quite interesting to create, as in the third stage, educational campaigns or activities or content that people can consume and learn through the process of how to properly engage with a decentralized ecosystem, like such as Core. So I think there are a lot of possibilities, and it's quite exciting to see it becoming step by step in reality. So we're quite excited that in the recent version update, we're going to support the Core ecosystem, and this marked the first milestone of the partnership already. And upcoming next, we look forward to more magic happening.
Okay, thank you for that answer. Yeah, it sounds exciting, and yeah, and I think Cortoshis will be very, very excited about this integration. And actually, I was thinking, what are the unique aspects of your wallet, and what sets your wallet apart from the other wallets?
SafePal was founded in 2018. So it's been almost 6 years that we have been building in this space. So definitely, this is not a fresh beginner. The time that we spent and invested onto this adventure actually leads us to a very competitive advantage over other brands. For example, we provide the most powerful and most aggregated services for people to store and manage their crypto assets. We are not just talking about storing the crypto for security purposes. We are also talking about wealth management. We're talking about people can easily pursue their financial opportunities in Web3 because of the features or functionalities that we provide them inside the wallet, such as the ones that I just mentioned, swap and bridging, etc. So I think for feature and functionality wise, we are moving very fast in delivery the useful feature and functions that people want. Second would be always about security. So SafePal has been safely operating on the markets, and we've been serving users from 200 countries and regions for over like almost 6 years. Until now, zero cyber attacks or zero security attacks or breaches. So this is actually a strong proof of the reputation of SafePal security level. And especially we started as a hardware wallet company. So the first product that we ever served to the market is a hardware wallet, which is a very competitive product compared to other hardware wallets. So to this moment, we have sold the product to more than 100 countries for the hardware wallet products alone. So I think this is the second part that is really about security, because for decentralized wallets, it's really fundamental that we keep people's money safe. So this is indeed the critical point, and also the most important segments that we haven't spent a lot of efforts and times into protecting. So we have open source our wallet. We have gone through security audits, and we've been operating out there for several years without any serious or vulnerabilities detected. So these are all strong proofs of our commitment to the product security. And also, like we have the best user experience. I have to say, in the niche of decentralized wallet. For example, we allow users to manage their crypto across chain at the same time. Like we support both EVM and non-EVM chains. We support 15 languages till now already, and still adding more. For example, the next language we're going to add is Arabic language. We have like enabled basically cross-chain UX, user experience, for basically every section of the wallet functionality. So people can actually there's like a type of very small, or merely people can merely feel anything when they're actually managing cross-chain assets, because we just put them in a unified interface, and people don't feel that they're actually moving money from A chain to B chain already. We're just making that process super smooth, because we enable in wallet swap, and we manage to display all of the wallet assets in one interface, so it's really smooth and seamless to use. So these are some of the highlights that we are seeing why SafePal is becoming more and more popular among the Web3 communities. That is because we offer the most powerful product features. We have been there safely operating for more than 5 and almost 6 years already, and we offer the best UX compared to other brands. And it's not just me bragging. Actually, if you go to the comment, you read the public reviews. Actually, a lot of users commented that they really like the features that we have built, and we have been delivering version updates every single month. So every month we have 1 to 2 updates. So basically, from every 2 to 3 weeks, there is a new version update that we release. So it's a very tight schedule that we have keep updating our products. And also recently we supported like core network, which is also another milestone. So I think this is a quite impressive, like from my point of view, and also what sets us apart from other wallets nowadays.
Well said, really well said. It's true. Um, you touched a very good point because decentralization in Web3 wallets.
Yeah.
Um, Wallets working on solutions supporting decentralization. What are your thoughts on this?
Do you mean like what's my thought about how wallet plays a role in supporting or advocating the decentralization
Yeah,
philosophy, right?
yeah,
Um, I think wallet is critical because it acts as an onboarding point for a lot of users. Like a lot of people might argue that no, actually the first stop is always centralized exchange. But to my point of view, actually centralized exchanges are never the first real stop for decentralization. So when it comes to decentralization, the first stop always would be for these users a decentralized wallet in the first step. So I think wallet plays a very critical role in user education and onboarding, since like SafePal is born to be decentralized, because like from day one we provide hardware wallets, and then later on mobile and browser extension wallets. Like it's always 100% decentralized in default. So we feel that actually wallet plays a very important role in two perspectives. The first perspective is about user onboarding and education, because wallet becomes the first stop when people start to manage their decentralized assets. It's quite important that you build the wallet safe and easy to use. while you also provide necessary support when they are navigating through the process of managing their, for example, core assets. For example, what if I'm a newcomer to this core community? Like I could have some very simple but basic questions such as like where am I buying core assets? Is there any fiat on and off ramp service that are available in the wallet so that I can straight buy the core assets? Is there any way that, for example, I have USDT for another chain, but can I move the USDT to this network and maybe I can swap for some core assets? And then like the next step would be, oh, where I can trade for core assets, right? So there are a lot of these step by step, going deeper and deeper, starting from the first deposit and then to the first transaction and then to the first step connection and then to the first DEX trading activity and then to staking and earning, yielding and all those. So it's actually a step by step, going deeper and deeper funnel where wallets always acts as the very important interface for users to manage and go through all of these interfaces. So we feel that like wallet is a very important role to support this reality or this fundamental foundation of decentralization, because wallet is basically everything about decentralizations ever happens to the end users. Like when users talk about like staking, yielding and all those, first step always to get a wallet, second step connect a wallet and then start yielding and staking and all those. So wallet represents a very important part of the user behavior when users engage with the decentralized blockchains. And the second part that I feel wallet would be super important is because wallet in the longer term of future is going to represent the decentralized identity. Because nowadays we are already seeing wallet's address becoming more and more important, and we are seeing more and more domain services coming up because they all advocate importance of the wallet accounts, because wallet proves who you are in the world of blockchain. Wallet proves what kind of DeFi assets you are holding. Wallet proves whether you are eligible for certain kind of NFT clouds or clubhouse like that. And everything it's connected to the wallet behavior. So I think wallet is gonna be even more important in the longer term of future because it's gonna be the fundamental identity layer for the decentralization ecosystem. So users would need their wallet to prove who they are, to verify themselves, or even authorize their personal data to any third-party services if they want to. So they are all custodied under the wallet accounts, including your personal digital footprints on top of blockchain. So I think for that perspective, it's actually wallet is a very strong or a critical foundation of the whole decentralization ecosystem. So we as IPEL, we have been strong advocate and enthusiast about decentralization. That's also the reason why I entered crypto in the first place, because I used to work in a very big tech giant, Fortune 500 company. So I like that is an internet company whose business model is actually based on data monetizing, like it's data monetization and data mining based on consumer data. So decentralization actually it's opening a new chapter that everyone owns their own data, they own their own assets, they own their own money, they take a full control over what they're holding on chain, and then they can freely decide how they want to handle or process those kind of data and assets. So I think this is a like wallet, the existence of wallet is actually the biggest advocator of decentralization, and I think it's critical. It's critical, fundamental to the whole ecosystem building. Therefore, we believe that a secure and easy and friendly wallet would be fundamental for a lot of user onboarding coming next. Should we predict that the bull market is a step further away, then definitely a good wallet would be the fundamental elements to boost that kind of bull market altogether, because it's a first step for users entering crypto and Web3.
Okay, thank you so much, Veronica, for this answer. I want to also touch upon something that you mentioned before, that you have a great user experience. And I wanted you to talk a little bit about it, like balancing security and user convenience. How do you achieve the best user experience with in SafePal?
Yeah, there is no perfect answer to this one, honestly. Like it's really, I have to say, it's really a trade-off. Like if we maximize, if we look at all of the Web3 and crypto applications here, if we maximize user convenience, definitely centralized exchanges are the most convenient ones to use. is definitely not the safest option to use, but definitely the easiest one to onboard users as the first stop. If we maximize the security on the other end of the scale, we are seeing hardware wallets, we are seeing like putting the C phrase in the hard drive. It's difficult to balance these two because sometimes they really conflict with each other. So that means we would need to be very sophisticated to put our feet into users' shoes to understand for every single step when they are using the wallet, what are something that we cannot compromise, what are something that could be done very smart, so that it saves people's confusion, like to avoid any kind of confusing or cumbersome experience, and which part of them can just be traded off for a better user experience. So it's a really tricky balance that we are achieving right now. So for example, take SafePal as an example. If nowadays if you download the SafePal app, actually you just finish the wallet setup within 1 minute, I'll say, because I just tested through the process like when we released the new version supporting core network. It's really just like a 1 minute of setup. Like you open up the app and it welcomes you. There's a greeting page, and then you click next, and then you asks you to set up a security password, or maybe enable your phone pattern, or enable your face ID. And the next step would be for you to name the name your first wallet, and for you to decide which type of wallet you are setting up. For example, if you're setting up a software wallet account, it's super easy. You click and name your wallet, and that's it. And then it's gonna pop up again later on, reminding you that, oh, actually you haven't really backed up your seed phrase. Would you mind doing it right now? It's actually a step that put afterward. So the first version of these UX is actually we basically force users going through every single step. Like you need to set a security password, okay, done. You need to set a security pattern, okay, done. You need to enable your face ID, okay, done again. And then you choose which type of wallet you are creating, okay, chosen. And then you need to go through every single step of naming your wallet, backing up your C phrase, copying your C phrase, and verifying your C phrase. And at the end of the day, like it's already 9, 10 steps before you ever get to the first, homepage of your assets. While now in the latest version, we have trimmed it down into 3, 4 steps, like as at maximum. Like, and also each one of them is really simple, just to set a password, like past the greeting page, set the password, set the wallet name, and that's it, voila. And then you have a new wallet. And then you can put every other stuff after that. For example, when the user has the first deposit coming in, literally they are putting money into the wallet already. They are gonna receive a strong reminder in the wallet saying that, hey, you have money coming in. We believe that it's really, really, really time that you should back up your C phrase. Would you like to back up a C phrase? Like we would keep reminding users of these important actions. So it provides a smooth onboarding so that like for newcomers, they are less nervous, like because they finish it very smoothly, like a few steps set up, and they find a confidence already. They find a confidence that, yo, I got my new wallet, right? It's quite simple. Like I just took like 3, 4 steps. And then later on that we gradually guide him through the process. For example, when the first deposit arrives, we would remind him that, okay, you haven't really backed up, and would you like to back up? It's also quite simple. Like you just need to sit down and then make sure nobody's peeking, and then you can start the process. Only takes you like 3 minutes. So we kind of break down these security experience into bit by bit and put them into every single important user journey or user UX milestone, if we call it like that. And then whenever the user behavior triggers that milestone, we are gonna have some more context and input to the user so that it's a bit by bit process instead of an overwhelming beginning that like so many new terms and new words like users find overwhelming. For example, what is a seed phrase? What is a private key? And what is this security password really about? And you ask me about passphrase. I don't know the heck about what is a passphrase. So users don't need to go through all of this learning curve. They can actually go through that in a much later stage. And they just first step, always focus, set up a wallet first. So this is just an example of how we are evolving and learning through the process as we understand our users better, and we kind of simplified the UX for every single critical step, and then we split them into different bit by bit, so that when they hit a certain milestone, we would then pop up a new, a warning or reminder. For example, the next step probably would be DApp connection. First time ever they connect to Uniswap, for example. And then we would have another pop-up saying that, oh, you're now exploring your decentralized applications. And here are some few reminders that you might need to be aware of. For example, do not connect your wallet to unknown dApps, or be careful if you switch to the correct blockchain network, because sometimes they are not the same network. They are not the same. And we will have some very basic or critical kind of reminder on the page so that people can read through it and maybe click, click, click until they say, okay, understood, I can move ahead. So we try to split them based on user behavior and the user journey so that it's not overwhelming and it's not too worrying, and users can digest the information bit by bit. And we always embed a learn more article there. So whenever people want to understand, I don't know the heck what you're talking about, but here's a learn more link. Maybe I can click through and learn more what you're saying here. What is this feature that you're talking about? And so that it makes more sense to me. So we have been creating a lot of content to explain the background of why this ever is and what is this to my wallet and why it matters to me if I want to protect my crypto and all of those. So content creation is actually another big chunk of responsibility that we have in our team, that is to generate a graphic article, like a written kind of format, video kind of format of education content, so that users get to understand when they want to dig deeper, instead of just telling them that, hey, do this and do that and do that. So it's not going to make sense to them. So they need to understand why instead of just knowing what. So like, even to this moment, I can't say we are having an ideal situation. We are still learning and we are still adapting. So I think it's quite important that we keep the flexibility in the wallet, that we always keep on updating and maybe like improving the UX. A few months back, we also have another new version that is to allow users to back up their C phrases into their encrypted iCloud Google Drive. This is an optional feature, so you don't need to use it if you prefer to have a self custody of a C phrase. But we do offer another backup solution so that users get to choose. For example, they want to back up their key file in an encrypted by their own setup password. They can encrypt that file by setting a unique password to it, and then encrypt the file up to their iCloud and Google Drive, so that they, at least if they mess up, for example, if they lose a piece of sacred paper, if they lose the C phrase somehow, or somebody stole it away, they can access the wallet as fast as possible via that kind of backup. So we do offer diversified options to users, but trying not to be so overwhelming so that they got scared and run away. So I'll say this is indeed a very tricky kind of aspect when it comes to balancing security and UX. But there are sometimes some elements when we just don't compromise. For example, if users do not back up their C phrase for a long time, we are just gonna keep warning and warning and warning until he does so. So that, like, it's to find a balance between users enjoying a smooth experience while being responsible for their crypto assets. Because if the the assets got hacked and stolen away, then nobody's gonna retrieve it, because blockchain transactions are irreversible. So we are teaching users to enjoy the freedom in Web3 while to be a bit more responsible of the assets when you're using a decentralized wallet. So this is actually still a kind of exploring process, honestly. And as the crypto ecosystem expands on a daily basis, there are so many new elements coming in, and there are so many leaks that people could lose their assets, like being scammed, being phishing attack, and connecting to malicious dApps whatsoever, or pure human mistakes of storing their own C phrase but lost it somewhere. So there are so many elements that we need to take into consideration. So it's a trickier process when we design the UX, because we have to take all of these into considerations. Yeah, so I hope I'm not taking the long too time, but too long the time, but yeah, it's indeed a very tricky experience, even for us who has been building for 6 years.
No, it's definitely a tricky one, especially because like UX on wallets is like it's the first contact of many newcomers. It's through a wallet, right? So it's really important and really good that you have that care with UX. That said, can SafePal offer any exclusive discounts or benefits to the core community?
Of of course. Actually, we have that. We have that part prepared already. We are gonna give away three of our newly open source Bluetooth hardware wallet X1 for three lucky winners to be picked. I think for today's section. So we have got that prepared already. And then like whenever for the three lucky winners, they are gonna get the exclusive coupon code so that they can order from the official store. That is a better way because it's also for security concerns or considerations because they so that they go to the official store to order the product instead of getting it from any other third parties. It's a safer process, so they can redeem it straight from the official website. So I'm not quite sure if there's any questions from the community. I'm not quite sure like how we're gonna pick the lucky winners. I guess Diogo, you get to say about that. But we'll be happy to share that with the community during today's section.
Yeah, that's really great. I think we have some questions for the community that
Mhm.
you can answer. Um, I don't know if you
Yeah,
have any
I'm
favorite or
actually
not.
browsing, or maybe I just pick the questions from.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
And maybe to just encourage, you can still ask some questions right now, Kortoshis, about SafePal and core integration. And yeah, just do it right now. It's your last chance.
Okay, yeah, I'm also reading. It's a waterfall of questions, so I'm still going through.
yeah,
Yeah, just a sec. I saw a lot of positive comment about Core though. Love Core. Let's keep building. Core is wonderful. Core for life. It's a really a positive vibe that I'm seeing. Core DAO is my best friend. I love Core DAO.
Yeah, we
Great
have the best community
thought.
there.
And I'm
it's
Core
really good.
excited. Okay, that is a good one.
That was really good one. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Core is good for long-term holding. Okay. I'm really sorry, but my main language would be actually Chinese and English. So I'm also seeing some multilingual questions here. I'm really sorry, but if possible, would you mind typing the English questions so that I can understand it better? Because I came across some other languages right now. Yeah, so okay, still reading. But a lot of questions also about the core roadmap.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And also about core utilities, I guess. Okay. Fully understood. Okay. That one. Okay. Diogo is gonna get to that one. Okay. What kind of, okay. Okay. What kind of, okay. I got this one related to us actually. I think this is a pretty good one. K Yap actually asked, I'm gonna screenshot it to Diogo, so that you don't miss it out. Um,
Thank you.
Hey, Yap asked, what kind of customer support is available for users and how responsive is the team to inquiries? I love this one because this is so critical because we receive so many questions on a daily basis. Okay, so first, to protect user privacy and security, SafePal doesn't offer any product support on social media. So if you have any question, for example, for raised from Twitter, from Telegram, from Discord, quite often you're going to see our CMs or our team members suggesting you please reach out to our customer support team. They are standing by to answer any of your product related questions because to protect your security and in privacy, we cannot answer that directly in an open channel or in any kind of social media channel because scammers could get in and they can have created impersonated accounts to pretend they are the customer support member from SafePal. So the best way to reach out to us and talk to us with all sorts of questions would be to go to the safepal.com website, safepal.com, not anything else. We have the .com domain. So safepal.com and scroll down to the button. There's a submit a request kind of entrance. That's where you can reach out to our professional customer support team. It's always available 365 days a year, like every single year, and then 24/7. So regarding how responsive, they usually typically respond within 24 hours. And some of our members speak multi-language, so like French, Russia. So not a problem if you are hitting those some languages as well. And we don't care what kind of language you speak. If you can speak your home language, and we just use the translation to translate and also reply you in your mother tongue for the sake of your easier understanding. So that is how we have been building that for almost 5 years already, and we have a very strong and reliable customer support team to support you. And in the meantime, we don't have any marketing emails. So that means you're not gonna receive any advertisement from SafePal because it's simply too many scammers out there. So to protect customers' data, we don't use any of your email information for any promotion purposes or advertisement purposes. No, nothing like that. And also to protect your privacy, once you order our product from the website, we would delete the consumer data after 12 months. After we are sure that no after sales inquiries could be raised from the order, and then we're going to go straight and delete the user data, including address, zip codes, and contact number and all those. So we just keep it for shipping purposes. So these are some of the details that we pay attention to customer support and also user protection. I hope that is clear to you. Okay. Okay, so that's we got the first winner already. The second, still browsing through.
I
Okay.
think there are a few more. Yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of fans of chorus right now. So I'm swimming through the core positive
Yeah.
comments right now. uh, I love you, Corey. It's quite a lot of emojis. Yeah, I can feel the vibe here. Um, yeah, scrolling down, and also a lot of price prediction. Honestly, that is out of my league. I really don't know about anything like that. To be honest, I'm a holder instead of an investor, so that is can't really help that with them. Oh, how will you save per integration with the? Okay, there's another one. Oh, here, Kudu Paul raised a question. I think it's partially related to core, but also I think quite meaningful to SafePal. How will SafePal integration with core improve the value of core?
Hmm.
Um, from a wallet perspective, like I guess Diogo
Yeah.
might have another angle to touch upon that, but I think like SafePal is serving more than 10 million users global wide. We are becoming the entry point for a lot of user crypto newcomers. So by introducing SafePal to the core ecosystem, we are able to bridge our more than 10 million user base with the core ecosystem so that they get to explore the new core ecosystem available for them. It's unlimited possibilities ahead. So I think that is the first value add. The second value add is that core is a blockchain that emphasizes decentralization so much, and they also pay a lot of attention to user education and also user guidance, which echoes with our values as well. So I think we look forward to generating more engaging content together with the Core Foundation and with the Core DAO to educate users about the importance of decentralization and how they can really learn to manage their crypto assets. I think that is another value add. And third, of course, we look forward to more cross promotional campaigns and marketing campaigns initiatives and coming next once we supported the core network. And there are so many other stuff that we can do together in supporting core liquidity into the wallet, like supporting like core staking delegation and all those. So these are some of the aspects that are open for explorations. So these are all gonna create a win-win situation, and also one plus one is bigger than two. So we look forward to seeing these kind of effects in the community, and hopefully you're gonna like that when you updated your SafePay wallet and start to manage your core assets, all of the satoshis here. So we have the second winner. Thank you for asking that. Okay, we still have the final one. Just a
I
sec.
think
Yeah,
while Veronica
yeah,
is scrolling, I can answer a bit about that one.
yeah.
Obviously, when core partners or integrates with other projects, it's not like it's obviously the synergies that are possible, and the communities as well. Like we obviously got exposed to SafePal's current community, as SafePal community gets exposed to the core community. So it's a situation where both communities meet together, and this is how we also grow in Web3, how we get to more users and more people, by integrating with SafePal. We get access to their community.
Thank you for the add-on, Diogo. Yeah, that helps. That provides another fresh angle to that question. So hopefully, could you poll? Hopefully that answers your question. And I got another question, obviously from a new user that haven't really ever used a SafePay wallet before. That is a Chopper Chopper Taisipa. Apologies for the for me, like kind of just go ahead and then randomly pronounce it. Sorry about that. Chopper, like Mr. Chopper. So he asked, how did the SafePay wallet works? Can you provide a video of how it works too? So of course, it really depends on what type of wallet you are using here. So SafePay provides both hardware wallet and software wallet. Let's say if you use hardware wallets, we actually release three types of hardware wallet for you to choose. The first one, SafePay S1, use a QR code signing mechanism. So actually, when you make the transaction using the hardware wallet, you actually scan the QR code between the device and the mobile app so that they communicate with each other, and then the app will get the command from the device saying that hey, send one Bitcoin to Diogo, and then like the app would then broadcast to the network because the app is internet accessible. So they talk to each other through scanning QR code. So that is the communication protocol we are building, and also open source already. So that is already open source earlier this Q3. The second type of wallet that we have recently released during this October, this October, is the Bluetooth hardware wallet. So it also talk to the app. It also command the app, okay, hey, stake 2 Bitcoin into the core like kind of protocol, for example. And then the app would then go and execute that by engaging with the blockchain. So they talk to each other through the Bluetooth connection. So there's a Bluetooth chipset inside the Bluetooth X1 wallet so that they talk to each other and get connected. And then all of the communications are done through the Bluetooth protocols. So basically, this is how it works when you use the hardware wallet. You have a device that you store the private key, and then you have the mobile app as the medium to broadcast every transaction onto the blockchain, so that the C phrase always stays in the offline devices and never get exposed to the external environment. It's safely protected. Nobody's going to hack that, and no cyber attack is going to happen because it's an offline device. It's not connected to the internet. While it talks to mobile app in a safe way so that the app get the command from the device and then broadcast the transaction as you want to. So that is basically how the SafePay hardware wallet works. And for the mobile wallet, it's much simpler. Like you just download the SafePay app from the SafePay.com website, and then you can start the process creating. It's almost like creating your own accounts, like creating your own like Instagram, like TikTok accounts. Very simple, but no KYC. We don't collect any email or phone number. It's just a very seamless, decentralized wallet setup. Like name your wallet, name set a password, and then choose what type of wallet you are going to set up, and then choose a software wallet, and then you set up. So we have all of these guidance and tutorial available on our YouTube and also in our help center available from the website. So we have been creating that for over 6 years already. So for every new version release available out there, we have new tutorials follow up. So we even have a tutorial recently, I think fresh and hot, like teaching people how to store and how to send and receive core assets using the SafePay wallet. So that's a freshly released one. So for everything, so you can just go to the SafePay.com, scroll down to the button. There's a help center there, and you can explore the unlimited content that we have created for the last couple of years. And if you cannot find anything, always remember we are here to help. So reach out to us. We have a customer support team always available to answer any of the questions. So if you find it too difficult, you can just write an email to us, and then we are here to answer any kind of question that. Yeah. So hopefully that answers question, Chopper. Yeah, I think we have a three kind of question. Yeah, asking, and also like we have a three winner, and also congratulations on this. And for all of those who expressed the love of CoreDAO, yeah, I also saw that. That definitely a very hot vibe. So thank you. Very impressive of like of the episode today. So really thank you for tuning in.
Thank you to all community. Victoria, do you want to add something as well?
No, I actually wanted to just add if anyone wants to add anything before we wrap up. If not, then just thank you so much for the Toshis for tuning in, and of course, thank you, Veronica, for taking your time and making us understand, SafePal. And Kortoshis, make sure to stay tuned for the next AMA and follow us on our social medias to stay on top of the news. And have a